What is the most powerful trait we have? You need power, speed. Let your imagination do the rest.
Boxing King Media. We're here at the Doncaster, is it Rovers or United? I always get mixed up.
Doncaster Rovers.
Doncaster Rovers Football Stadium. What a sight, Izzy. I don't even need to pan it. The fans can see the scenes behind us. In about 48 hours time, you're about to put on your first ever stadium show. You know, just tell me what that even means to you when I say that.
Yeah, it's insane sometimes hearing that. It's a real pinch myself moment. And yeah, just excited now. A little bit nervous, a bit on the edge, a little bit. Obviously, it's a huge event for us. Got a massive stadium fight for us and a world title on the line. So many belts, so many fighters, so many people coming. It's it's been a bit of a crazy journey, which you know all well about. But yeah, we're here. 48 hours is going to be a special night for myself as a promoter, as a team, as an outfit. And yeah, just looking forward to it now.
Tell me this, I'm looking round and I thought I'm going to come in today, we're going to see that white flooring out, they're going to start, putting it all together. They haven't even started. What's going on?
No, they start tonight. Don't worry about it. They're here. They're loading up. They're starting tonight, and it's a long process, but they'll get there. We've got a lot of men on the job, and Friday night this will be ready. This will be a real spectacle, and yeah, just looking forward to it. Getting fan mode.
We've obviously talked a lot about all the fights on the card. We don't need to go through every single one. I just want you to pick out. I'm going to put you in the spot now, and you're going to have to do it. Pick me the one that you think is going to guarantee a knockout in.
What, a fight or a fight?
A fight.
A fight. See,
I'll give you two options. Give me one fight that you think there's a guaranteed knockout, and give me one fight where you think it's going to go the distance, but it's going to be a great fight.
I'm going to go Taz Nadeem for the knockout because he don't know anything else. He's only trained for the knockout. This is the most, I believe, one of the most exciting prospects in the country. The guy's an absolute beast. And he can box, but I can see him not going the distance. And the fight that I think is going to be one of the fights that could go all the way and back and forth, tear up, is going to be Reece Mole and Louis Sylvester. I'm calling that fight. I think it's sometimes hard for fights like that when you've got such a big card. Them sort of fights sometimes can get lost. So there's a lot of fights. Obviously, we've got 6 title fights on 7 belts on the line. I believe Reece Mole and Louis Sylvester is going to be a complete tear up.
This, on paper, and I'm not just saying this is probably on paper the best card we've seen this year. I was talking to Spencer Fearon yesterday, and though he didn't know a lot of the names, and that's obviously not their fault, it's just sometimes a lot of the fighters are fought on small old shows, so people may not know the names, but if you just go on BoxRec and look at the records of the fighters fighting each other, it's either undefeated versus undefeated, or if it's somebody with 1 or 2 losses fighting another guy that's undefeated. Almost every fight, I think bar 1 or 2, is a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, look, when we did this show, obviously we know we're coming to a huge stadium. We know we've got an obligation and duty towards the zone and the fans out there. My job as a promoter was make sure if you want to be on this card, you've got to be matched hard, and that's what you see top to bottom. And I agree with you, and I've kept it quiet because it's not for me to say about my show. But I've heard people say, Dave Allen said it in a interview yesterday, that this is potentially as good a show you're going to see this year in Britain. As a all British card, I think is a great card. We've matched them hard, and credit to the fighters, because it's all good me being a promoter. If the fighters don't take these opportunities and these risky fights, they never get made. And we've been fortunate enough that we've got them made, and yeah, it's going to be a special night. And I feel like there's going to be a few upsets as well, and a few dramas, a few tears, but we're in the entertainment business. That's what we want.
What I like is the fact that I remember in the last couple of shows you've had, you put on some great cards, injuries, people pulling out, touch wood, or just pray nothing goes wrong. But all the fights are still on from what you announced 2 months ago.
On fight week, I'm absolutely shitting myself when the phone rings. Don't ring. I don't want my phone to ring. Every time it rings, I think, no. I got a call this morning from the British board, and I was thinking, no, please, nothing. It's obviously you're on the edge. There's last minute medical inquiries that sometimes happen. It's the nature of the business, but I think I've become immune to it. We've had so many dropouts and last minute pullouts, and things not going at last hour, but touch wood, and hopefully, God willing, we've had everything going well so far, and hopefully all the fighters are fit and well, and yeah, we're gonna have a special night Friday night.
Generally, I wish you all the best. It must be a proud moment for you. Obviously, we spoke about it last time. You come from a minority background. You're the only British Asian promoter that's doing this on this sort of scale. So for you to put on your first stadium show, not only that, you've got another one coming up in a couple of months in another country. So you're doing big things. It must make you proud because there's a lot of people that are going to be looking up to you.
Yeah, look, this is a proud moment for myself, not just myself personally, for my family, for my community, for people around me, people who supported me. This is a massive, massive achievement. I was the first British Pakistani promoter in history of this country. I got a lot of people doubting me, a lot of people say I wouldn't last. And now we are here, 3 years, 2 months in the business, and I believe one of the fastest growing promotion outfits in the country. I believe we're doing shows as good as many in the country, and we have a special occasion where we've got not one but 2 stadiums. This Friday is a huge night for me, and like I said, I'm proud. I'm a community of proud, and I want to be in this sport to have a legacy there. I want to be a role model for people. I want to say you can achieve, because so many people doubted me when I got my license. Said you can't do it, and you've never seen somebody and it's hard. I was coming from Yorkshire, where historically we don't dominate promotion. It's been dominated by Londoners. It's a massive day, and I'm proud, and I hope the community are proud as well. And 2 stadium shows in a row, who would have thought it? But we're here. We worked hard. We've been resilient. We've been persistent. We've dared. We've rolled the dice. And this Friday is our first massive statement in this game, to put a world title fight on in an outdoor stadium, and then to do it again in 5 weeks at Galway, Ireland. It's a huge moment for myself, and I hope I've made people proud. I hope people keep supporting, because the sport's been immense. And you talk about community is a big thing for me. I've been part of a tight-knit community all my life, and I'm always close there. And it's great coming to these stadium fights and sitting ringside and the glitz and glamour, but there's nothing quite home. Nothing quite beats going back to your local community, your local gym, my local mosque. Nothing beats it, and that's what really gives you satisfaction and keeps you grounded as well. And I've maintained that in 3 years as a promoter, because you can very easily get carried away in this business, but I've kept grounded. And my religion's been a big part of that. Being close to my religion and practicing it on a regular basis every single day has been a massive part of my life. Keeps me grounded. Never lets you get carried away, because you understand the kind of depth of life, and you understand the severity of life and how short it is. A lot of people at the moment I know are passing away, suffering from cancer and illnesses. So you've just got to keep grounded, and I think being close to my religion has made me do that. And in a game where you can very easily get carried away and you get frustrated and stresses, because it is a tough business. You hear Eddie talking about, you hear Ben talking, boxing promotion is a real tough business, but I've kept spiritually in a good place, grounded, and listen, we just keep growing and enjoying the journey.
Yeah, and hopefully that inspires another generation of people wanting to get into boxing. The last thing I want to speak to you about is Billy Joe Saunders. You've been quite vocal about Billy recently, talking about his comeback. We're hearing rumours he's talking to Frank Warren. Obviously, you're close to him. I don't know if he's coming to. Is he coming to the show on Friday?
Yeah, he's coming Friday night. As far as we know, I spoke to him a few days ago. Talking about 1 or 2 other things. We mentioned the comeback. He's in good shape. He's getting in better shape. That's what I'm going to say. He's getting there. He understands, and he's dropping his weight slowly. And look, I said it a year ago, didn't I? That that fight was on the card and on the table. I believe it still happens. But look, let's see. Billy Joe does what Billy Joe wants, and I've said this so many times. If he wants to do it, he financially don't need to do it, even though it's great money he can generate, and I think it'll be great rivalry, general rivalry, no acting. They generally dislike each other.
One of the things you said, because I did interview Napo's Chris's manager, and we was talking about the fight, and I know you was quite adamant. You felt even though Billy's had all that time at the ring, he can just walk straight back into the ring and beat EUBANK on a return. You still stand by that?
Yeah, look, he needs to warm up. He's not up to weight. He's got to make sure he's got it in there. But Billy's got natural skill set. And you need to be in shape and you need to have the time. And Billy's got great fundamental. He really has. A boxing IQ is as good as anybody in the country's seen. Really, Billy is a class act. And if he got his weight down and got into tune-up fight, and he was a Billy Joe, anything of the Billy Joe, I think he has an easy night against Chris. I really do.
Well, just on that quote, you said an easy night with Chris EUBANK Jr. Because I was speaking to Napa recently, and I said to him, "If I ever come across Izzy, I'm going to chance it on the spot. I don't know he's in Dubai. I'm going to chance it." I said, "If you get a FaceTime call from me, I might be with Izzy, so I'm going to ring him if that's all right with you. You all right with that?
Yeah,
Let's see if we can get some two-way debate going. But let's see if he answers. I'm going to ring him and see if we can get him in on the conversation. Oh, he's answered. Napa, how you doing?
I'm good, man. What are you saying? Where you at?
I'm with, and remember I told you a few weeks ago if I come across Izzy, the promoter, who's obviously good friends with Billy Joe, we're going to get the conversation going about Billy Joe and Chris EUBANK Jr. And I'm with him right now, and he still stands by his words. He still feels that BillyE with a warm-up fight.
Easy night.
Easy night for Billy Joe.
No.
I'll put you on, if you can just put that on the camera as well.
Go on. Say that again.
Hey, Napa, you alright, mate?
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest, bro.
Napa, how are you, mate?
I'm good, man. You?
Yeah, good. We're here at Doncaster promoting a terrific card Friday night. You've got him here.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep close to the camera.
That stadium looks nicer than the one that Billy Joe fought in.
Yeah?
What's the one that Billy Joe fought in? Stevenage.
Stevenage, great place, Napa, Stevenage.
Nah. Embarrassing.
Napa, we're gonna unfortunately, Napa, we're gonna have a lot of disagreements on this phone call. I can tell you that already.
So Napa, let me have.
So,
Go on. Yeah, he reckons Billy Joe with one warm-up fight beats EUBANK easily.
Billy Joe will beat EUBANK based on what? He barely beat Martin Murray.
Yeah, but listen, come on, we're talking about different levels. Billy's, we feel like he's just got a whole different level of skill set to Chris.
Based on what?
Based on Billy's resume, come on, resume. Who's he lost to? Canelo.
Who did he beat to win the world title again?
Yeah, but who's actually Chris beat?
But Chris beat better people than Billy Joe.
Who's he beat?
What do
But
you mean who's he beat?
you know, you can talk about whatever you want. We're never going to agree. I just believe Billy's a whole different level to Chris.
No, but you can't.
And I like Chris. Napa, let me stop you there. Napa, let me stop you there. Let me stop you there, Napa. I actually like. I'm a Chris fan, but
Don't stop me there.
no, listen.
Don't stop me there.
His probably best
Tell me
performance
three
he's
good
done.
wins.
Listen, Chris is probably
Okay, what's his best
Chris's
wins?
best performance has been Liam Smith on a rematch. Liam was he injured, Liam, or something, or there was some sort of thing. I got to give him credit for that one, Napa.
Let me just.
Yeah, Liam the girl and Conor Ben. And tell me who Billy Joe beat.
Listen, Billy's beat Chris comfortably.
When they were kids.
No,
Barely
come on.
as well.
Yeah, but I don't think Chris has
Barely.
improved that much.
Are you saying this with
Look at him. Napa, listen, I would like to make the fight happen, Napa.
Stop.
I think me and you,
Listen,
you know me and you, Napa, I think we could easily make this fight happen. You know I'm close with Billy. I want this fight. We know, look, we're on camera here. We've spoke about this fight. Napa's true to it. Whatever he said, he stuck by. Look, I think it's still a great fight in the sense of the genuine rivalry. They don't like each other. We've spoke before saying, let's get them to this. They generally dislike each other. It won't need much promoting this fight. I want it to happen, and you know that, Napa. I want this fight to happen.
We tried to make it last year. What happened?
Yeah, we did try making it, and you know, credit to Napa and his team. They stood by everything they said, and I've said this on many interviews. You've stood by exactly what you said. Is Billy's got to want it, and that's the thing. It will be a great rival, back and forth, fun on the press conference, fun build up.
Bro, but you know what? I don't want him to have a warm-up fight. Just go straight to it.
Straight to it.
Let's go straight to it.
Look,
What are you
I
waiting
can't.
for?
Look, I'm not going to give you false promises here, Napa. I don't know about straight to it. One warm-up fight, and I reckon.
Why? What would happen? What would happen if you go straight to it?
Look, he's no. Same thing again. You'll beat him.
He's better. He said his levels, right?
Yeah, but
And he's
Napa,
better than
yeah,
Chris, right?
Yeah, of course he is. You know that,
Let's
you
go
do, Dan. If
straight to
Chris
it.
wasn't your mate,
Let's
you'd
go
say that,
straight to
Napa.
it.
Napa, come on. Napa,
No,
come on. You know that as well.
Let's go straight to it. Let's go straight to it.
All right, do you want me
Even
to
a warm-up,
phone him now and ask him
get
if we get straight to it? 1 second. Let me see if he'll get on the phone. Straight to it, yeah? I'll message him.
We'll go straight to it.
All right. Look, and I think it's a great fight. You know, you see the Conor Ben and Chris back and forth. I think this will have just as much rivalry. I know you've got the family history, but it'll be a great build-up to it. And listen, I think it'll be great. Fans will enjoy it. We'll have a bit of fun on the presser, Napa. We'll have a bit of fun back and forth, but let's get it done. I'm trying everything I can in my department, even if I'm involved in some sort of capacity, which, look, we can make the fight happen. Nappa's a friend of mine. We talk, we do a lot of business, other stuff together. We can
You
make
don't
it.
sound like friends.
We are friends. Listen, we've got understanding and respect. He knows that. Yeah, but
Izzy's my boy.
yeah, come on, Nappa.
Listen,
You know.
we'll love to make it happen.
And then
Booking for some
generally,
spinning
Nappa,
classes.
generally, we are going to have some tear-ups and a build-up. And me and you might have to tussle. You're a big guy, but, you know, I'm going to have to take some shots of you.
The question I've got for you
He's a
is,
big man now.
first question I've got for you is are you going to be able to go past Nappa?
He's not using that no entry tactic with me, I tell you that now. I won't try getting past him.
No one's getting past you, already know.
Yeah.
Nah,
Nah,
listen,
listen.
jokes aside, listen, I don't like Billy Joe. That's not a secret, but it'll be a great fight. We'll love to make it happen. It'll be good for the British public.
Billy is my mate and I like him, and I also like you, and I understand there's difference, but it would be a great for British public. Honestly, you know what, you sometimes hear people, oh, they don't like each other. These guys dislike each other to a different level. We know this, and it's going to be a great fight if it happens. It might not go all the distance, all the rounds, but listen, it'll be a great build-up anyway. I don't know about the fight. It might be one-sided, but look, let's see.
What did you say? It's not going to go the distance. What are you talking about?
I just said it. I mean, what do you translate that in? What other language do you want me to say that in? It's not going to go the distance.
Who has Billy Joe
I'll
stopped
be honest,
before?
I don't think Chris has got the
Who has
punch
he
resistance.
stopped?
I don't think he's got the punch
has he
resistance.
stopped?
Listen, he's not been against a Chris EUBANK like that. I don't think he's got the punch resistance, Nap.
When's the last time he dropped someone?
Nap, I don't think he's got the punch resistance. What you're not listening to.
You're talking
I know he's your
about
mate, but he
punch
said what I'm saying.
The guy quit. Billy Joe quit. He
Mate,
got
what-
punch in his eye.
Napper.
Oh, my eye.
Napa, what you smoking?
He quit.
What have you got in that shisha? What
He
you
quit.
smoking in that shisha?
I'm smoking Billy Joe. Billy Joe Shisha. It's the same way he's going to get smoked by Chris.
All right, I like it. I like your confidence. I'm sure he's going to see this.
Did he quit? Did he quit against Canelo?
No,
Did he
listen,
quit?
he didn't quit against Canelo. He never quits. He ain't got to quit in him.
Did Canelo punch him in the
Yeah, but
eye?
listen, let's not compare Chris EUBANK Jr.
Did
to Canelo.
punch him in the eye?
Let's not
Did
compare
Canelo-
Chris EUBANK Jr.
I'm not comparing. I'm asking
You're
you
making
a
me have a
question.
go at Chris. I
Did
like
Canelo-
Chris. I like Chris and his
Canelo
manager. I
punch
like
him in
his
the eye?
family, and you're making me have a go at Chris.
Izzy, forget about all of that.
He's a
I'm
bad
asking you a
wind-up,
question.
Napper.
Did
Napper, you're a
Canelo
bad
punch
wind-up,
him in
you
the
are.
eye, and then after that, he said, "Oh, I don't want no more of my eye." Yes or no?
No, he didn't do that. He
So
didn't
what
do-
happened?
No, listen,
So what happened?
Canelo's a whole different level. Come on, Canelo's a,
What do you mean?
one of
loads
the
of people-
all-time great.
Joe Ryder didn't quit.
Yeah, but listen, Chris won't even get in ring with Canelo. He won't
Callum
fight him.
Smith didn't quit. Liam
Billy
Smith
didn't
didn't quit. He's the
Billy
only
didn't quit
one.
either. Billy
He
didn't
quit.
quit. He didn't quit.
He quit. He said no more. He said, "Get me home. Get
No,
me paid.
no,
and get me home."
Napper, stop getting
That's
carried
what
away.
happened.
You're
Get
smoking
me
too much.
paid and
Napper,
get me
you
home.
are smoking too much, you. So you better get rid of what you're smoking and let's talk tomorrow and do some
So
business.
why didn't he come out for the next round?
Oh. Why are you so kind of intrigued with what Billy talk about what Chris did, what he did in the first fight of Liam Smith, and I think Conor beats him in rematch anyway.
then-
Don't
and
take that
then
rematch.
after?
Listen, Napper, don't take that Conor Ben rematch. I'm telling you, don't take it.
Listen to me clearly, yeah? Chris will stop Billy Joe Saunders.
Oh,
Easy
fuck off,
work.
Napper.
And you
Listen,
know
I'm
that.
not having that, Napper.
And you
Listen,
know that.
I'm
Napper.
having enough.
And you
You're
know
smoking too
100%.
much.
Napper,
You're not 100%. That's why you want to warm up. That's why you're trying to say let's have a warm up because you're not 100% sure.
well, Napper, we're gonna
So sure, if and his team's so sure, let's get straight to it.
Napper, we're gonna wrap it up now. But just a quick word on Izzy's show this Friday. You've seen the card. What would you make of it?
I like it. Listen, Izzy's the fastest growing promoter in the country by far. He's killing it, and I'm very proud to see what he's doing.
No, I appreciate Napper.
I'll be locked in here from Dubai.
Yeah, but there's about 7 or 8 50-50 fights on. Enjoy the show, mate, and thank you for that bit of seriousness and bit of banter.
Of course.
All good, my bro. All good.
Thank you, Napper.
Thank you, Napper. See you later.
Good to speak.
Catch you soon.
Peace.
That was interesting. Yeah, that was interesting. It's always nice to mix it up, do something different. But yeah, you never know. If it gets made, you might get the credit for making Billy Joe versus Chris EUBANK Jr.
Who knows? Stranger things have happened. Yeah. Don't write it off. Look, Billy Joe does what he wants, and possibly could happen. Billy will do it if he wants. He's got a bit of weight to shift. There's no secret of that. But let's see. It'd be a great fight if it happened.
Well, Billy's definitely one of the best entertainers that this country's produced in the ring and out. So I hope it gets made because I think it's a genuine pay-per-view fight and I think it'll do massive numbers. But yeah, Izzy, all the best for Friday. I think you need to start getting stuff on the pitch, mate, because you got less than 48 hours to go before the first bell. So yeah, all the best. Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What is the most powerful trait we have? You need power, speed. Let your imagination do the rest.